Good morning, children. Now take out lesson term 3, lesson 1. Air is useful to us, page 105. Air is useful to us. And so you know what is air. Air is all around us. Though we cannot see air, we can feel it. Air is very useful. It's very important to us. Now, how air is useful to Earth? To us, air is useful to us in many ways. Earth is surrounded by thick blanket of air. So, planet Earth is surrounded all around by a thick blanket of air. We have a surrounding of thick layer of air all around this planet Earth. This thick layer of air, it is like a blanket. You take blanket, you use blanket in the winters. So it is like a blanket, this layer of air. It's a blanket, like a blanket. This blanket of air on the Earth is called its atmosphere. So the Earth is surrounded. It is surrounded, meaning it is all around the Earth like a blanket. It is covering, it is a thick layer, and this layer of air, which is very thick, is known as the atmosphere. The air is very thick near the surface of the Earth. So near the surface, the air is very, very thick. It becomes thinner and thinner as we go higher and higher from the surface of the Earth. So as we go higher and higher, supposing we go in an aeroplane, the air becomes thinner, then in rockets it becomes still thinner. So the higher we go, from the Earth surface, we move higher and higher up, then the air becomes thinner and thinner. So near the surface, the blanket is very thick, and as we move higher and higher, it becomes thinner, that is, becomes less and less. Atmosphere is a part of the Earth. So the part of the Earth is the atmosphere. As the Earth moves, the atmosphere moves with it. So Earth, as you know, it has two movements, rotation and revolution. So this atmosphere also moves together with the movement of the Earth. So the atmosphere also moves with the Earth. So I hope you have understood this paragraph. Now we come next to composition of air. Now what is air made up of? Composition means what is air made up of. So air is a mixture of many gases. So air is composed of number of gases. So the atmosphere or air, as we call it, is not just one gas, but it is a mixture of number of gases taken together. The main gases present in the air are nitrogen. So the main gas, the main composition of air is nitrogen. So nitrogen is 78%. So maximum is nitrogen, which is 78%, and oxygen 21% only. So air is a mixture of gases. So the number of gases are differ. But the main composition or the main thing that is air is made up of is nitrogen, which is 78%, and oxygen comes, that is 21%. In addition, it contains small amount of carbon dioxide, argon, water vapor, and some other gases. So air is a mixture of gases. The main is made up of nitrogen, 78%. Then comes oxygen, 21%. It contains small, very little amount of carbon dioxide, argon gas, water vapor, that is water, and other gases. Air also contains dust particles. So air also has dust, and these dust particles are there present in the air at all times. The percentage of dust, smoke, and water vapor may vary from time to time and from place to place. So percentage of dust, smoke, and water vapor, they vary from one one place to another place, and from time to time there is a variation, there is a change. Water vapor or moisture is in the air is due to evaporation of water from surface of seas, rivers and lakes. So water vapor or the moisture, as we know, is present in the air. So from where does the water come? The water, that is the water that dries up from all the water bodies. So water, as you know, when the sun shines, water dries up. So from surface of seas, rivers and lakes, water dries up due to the rays of the sun. And this water rises up and evaporates or rises up, and then it turns into water vapor. The amount of water vapor in the air is called humidity. So the amount of water vapor that we have is known as humidity. So the amount of water vapor or water which turns into vapor is present in the air at all times, and that is known as humidity. When air contains large amount of water vapor, we say air is humid. So when air has lot amount of water in it, that is water vapor, then we say the air is humid. When the air is dry, we say it is less humid or air has low humidity. So when the air is dry, we say that it is dry or less humid or air has low humidity. High humidity in air makes us feel uncomfortable because perspiration from our body does not evaporate easily. So when water vapor is already very high in the air, then the vapor or the perspiration in the body does not become or does not dry up easily, and this makes us feel uncomfortable because we perspire but the perspiration does not dry up. So in places of high humidity, people become uncomfortable. This is because large amount of water is already present in the air. This happens why? Because water vapor is already there present. So when it's present in high amount, then because of the high humidity, perspiration on the body does not evaporate easily. So when people perspire, it makes them uncomfortable. And because of this water vapor present in the air already in huge amount, the water does not evaporate or perspiration does not evaporate from the body easily. Water vapor in the atmosphere condenses to form clouds, rain, fog and snow. So water vapor, when in the atmosphere, it condenses, it slowly turns to form clouds, rain and fog and snow. So first we have learned what is atmosphere, then composition or what is air made up of. Now we come to the part air is essential for breathing. Now why air is needed? Why is air needed? It is needed for breathing. So air is very much necessary for breathing. So all living organisms, they have to breathe, that is to take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. This process goes on at all times. So air is very much necessary for the organisms. All living organisms, they do respiration or breathing. All living beings, plants, animals, human beings breathe. So all living organisms, whether it is plants, animals or human beings, we have to take in air. We have to breathe or take in air. We breathe in air to get oxygen. So we breathe in what? We take the oxygen gas. So oxygen is present. How much amount? 21% in the atmosphere. So all living organisms take in oxygen of the air. Animals also breathe air. So all animals, we are also animals, all plants, animals, human beings, together we breathe air or oxygen. Aquatic animals take in dissolved oxygen. So animals, aquatic meaning animals living in water. So all aquatic animals, they take in oxygen which is mixed into water. So aquatic animals take in what amount of oxygen that is present in the water. So all the oxygen that is dissolved in the water, they take that oxygen. When we breathe in, air is taken in. When we breathe in, we take in oxygen of the air. The air we breathe in is called inhaled or inspired air. So, if you take a deep breath, children take a deep breath, that is called inhaled or inspired air. So, we take in inhaled or inspired air. And the air we breathe out. Now, breathe out, children. The air we breathe out, we give out. That is exhaled or expired air. So, the air we take in is inhaled or inspired air. And the air we breathe out is called exhaled or expired air. So, we'll stop here for today. I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you, children.